Good afternoon, traders. Happy Tuesday. Hope you're having a incredible day. I know I am. I am super stoked. I am going to go vote this afternoon, and I need you to do me a favor. I need you to vote as well. Doesn't matter who you vote for. You know I have my own opinions, but I need you to go vote. That's an important thing. I am super stoked to do it as well. Let's see who's here already. Dave, good to see you. Yeah, we do have a lot to do today. We're going to be taking off trades. Looks like we're going to be adding some new trades today. But before we do that, I wanted to go over this video. I saw this swing voters drop bombshell on Kamala's campaign. So what is the
idea of how Donald Trump handles the nefarious characters in the world?
OVTLYR believes more than half of UAW members at his Ford plant will vote Trump.
I don't think skin is enough. Skin color is enough. I would love to see her more in the Black community, more in small business communities to actually see what's really going on.
Hey, Peter. Good to see you, Wes. Hey, Tug, Jean-Louis, Donna. Good afternoon, everybody.
Now, there are probably plenty of reasons why you see the desperation coming from Kamala Harris and her campaign. But I think one of the biggest reasons at the top of the list has to be what they are hearing from swing voters. Okay. Swing voters are coming out, they're being interviewed, and they're just exposing Kamala Harris. Okay. They're dropping bombshell after bombshell on her campaign, letting people know how they truly feel about her. And it's not good. So what we're going to do in this video is take a look at a couple clips. One is from voters out of Michigan, which is a swing state. And then we have voters out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And we're going to take a look at both of those stories. Let's start with Michigan.
Macomb County, Michigan. These suburbs just north of Detroit are a blue-collar bellwether. Joseph Knowles about to send a message, about to defy his union leadership, about to vote Republican for president for the first time, about to vote for Donald Trump.
And at this point now, I'm desperate. So I'm willing to try anything right now to make sure that I can fulfill my responsibility and to take care of my wife and kids. That's all I care about.
Knowles is a union auto worker, one of 11.
And I think that's exactly where a lot of people are at, right? It's like, look, I've never really claimed a party. It's not my thing. What I claim is I want to vote for what's best for me and my family, just like that gentleman's saying. There's only one clear choice for that.
700 just laid off by Stellantis, the parent company of Chrysler Jeep. He blames corporate greed the most, but doesn't stop there.
The second blame, I will put it on Joe Biden and the Democratic Party. Why? Because of the EV mandates. I thought the Democratic Party was for the worker class, people, the average Joe like me. That's what I thought.
There are more American auto jobs now than at any point of the Trump presidency. But auto workers supporting Trump here echo his attacks on Biden's clean energy incentives and his claim illegal immigrants are to blame for lost jobs.
But if you do it the wrong way, I think you should get round up and just thrown out. I have no problem with that because it jeopardized my way of providing for my kids if they take jobs.
Knowles waves off friends who call Trump racist, says he doesn't believe Vice President Harris is up to the job, and he spars with family members who say he should stay a Democrat.
Oh, man, I took it from my mom, from my auntie, cousins, my sister. They came at me.
Yeah, well, we know why the family members are going to do that to him because they're programmed to be Democrat, because that's the Black culture where you're programmed to vote for Democrat. No matter if they keep selling us out, no matter how many more promises they make and never deliver, if you're Black, you're supposed to vote for Democrat. Well, come hell or high water, there's a rude awakening for the Democratic Party. There's no question. And this election might just be the first domino that shows that if Trump maintains that percentage that he's getting with Black men, of course. Now, understand this. What he is talking about is not sexist. It's not racism. It's just straight up fundamentals of life. Okay.
Just voting for what you feel is best for your family. Now, Jorn doesn't have to worry about that because he lives in Canada. But I agree with so much with that sentiment. It's like there's one clear choice. And if you don't vote for that person, then I guess you're going to lose out. Right. But me, my vote's for Trump. Let's jump into our market analysis. All right, like I say, we have a lot to do today, so we're going to breeze through this. Welcome to the OVTLYR Trading Room. This is smart trading made simple. This is where we save time, make money, start winning with less risk together as a team. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm your rich Uncle Chris. I've twice been awarded top 100 people in finance. I've been successfully trading since 2009. I am a partner with OVTLYR, and this is my style of trading using OVTLYR using the golden ticket trading strategy. Now, how does it work? Real quick, OVTLYR monitors how investors are reacting to changing market conditions, news, price movements, and the economy. Number 2, OVTLYR determines if investors are acting irrationally fearful or greedy and by how much. Number 3, OVTLYR gives buy and sell signals when these irrational behaviors reach an extreme. And number 4, that allows you to get into the stock before the OVTLYR move happens. Now, let's go through our member highlight real quick over in the Discord. All right, good bit of chatter going on in the Discord. Again, if you hadn't bought any Boy Scout popcorn, do me a favor, check out the link. There is absolutely no pressure at all. Just supports my little dude in his scouting adventures. Early this morning, Max had some concerns on BX, which we will be taking off. But I had a response, and that response was 1.9%, which it's at 1.67% right now, is far from crashing. It's a long way to go, and still until the end of the day. My plan is to close BX if it's below my half ATR point at the end of the day at 168.71. Nothing's changed. Elsewise, I'm planning to hold until the heat map stalls. Having a plan in place is what separates the best, which is us, you and me, from the rest. And then KX Chan noticed that SO had a heat map stall today, so that's why I'm planning to take off basically everything at this point, going back to flat before we put on new trades. Yorn is saying, couldn't agree more. And he's, Yorn says, hey, Max, been with Chris for about a year and a half. He's very consistent. We have a plan and we follow it. Sell-offs happen. Not every trade works out, but that's part of trading. As Chris always says, position sizing is absolute key. So we take small losses, and over time, our portfolio will grow. I hope that helps. Now, I'm glad Yorn mentioned the position sizing, because you remember yesterday, I went through this with you, and I said, you know, you go into this particular spreadsheet that I provided for you, and it calculates position sizing based on the ATR value. The ATR is the volatility of each individual stock. So it tells you, after you put in your inputs on position sizing, risk per trade, etc., it goes through and it pulls all that data for you. And then it says, hey, based on your inputs, this is a position size that makes sense. And notice between the two, SO and BX, it's about 3.5 times the size, right? So if you're trading between the two of them, you've got SO at 24 contracts in this example versus BX at only 7 contracts. And that takes pressure off, right? That takes so much pressure off when you know you're position sizing in a way that you aren't going to blow up your account, right? Of course, there's going to be losers, right? Even with an 80, where are we at? Even with an 80+% win rate, you're going to have losses, right? You're going to have losses. You can't change that. But what we can do is this. What we can do is this. Today is the day to take the opportunity to turn your small losses back into cash before they become big losses. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. And I love this particular example from Mark right here. If you're not doing well trading stocks, the grand majority of the problem is ego driven by fear. You are the problem, which means you are the solution. But first, you have to accept responsibility and banish the blame. Then you become empowered with the ability to respond, right? You buy here. Let me draw on this real quick. And then once it gets down to here, knowing you should sell when it does that. But you hope and pray that it bounces right off your stop and keeps going. Yeah, of course that happens. Not every time, but it does happen. But one thing that does happen as well is it continues on and you get wrecked when you could have gotten out, right? So I always like to point that out. Losing trades happen. Thank you, Yorn, for your support and putting that in the Discord. Hey, Michael, glad you're here. Scroll back up. Catch my spot here. So be sure to share your stories in the Discord. Remember, we are here to help you out. And the first rule of OVTLYR is you tell everyone about OVTLYR and hit the YouTube like button. That way YouTube tells everybody as well. Don't forget, it's free. Now, let's go take a look at the market. I want to see a 10 over 20, price over the 50 on the SPY. Which we have here, 10, 20, 50. You can see the market bounced right off that 10 EMA this morning. That's great. That's what we want to see. So the market's still pushing higher. Market breadth is the next step. How does that look? Market breadth crossed over yesterday or the day before and is still above the 10 EMA. I mean, there's a chance it could cross back down, just putting that out there. But as of right now, it is still bullish. So the master key is unlocked. We got a buy signal on the SPY. The market trend is bullish. The market breadth is bullish. sector breadth. Most of the sectors at this point are bullish. The only ones that aren't, oh, actually, I need to, there we go. I forgot to update that one. SPY is bullish. Discretionary, energy, industrials, tech, and communication are the only ones that are not bullish at this point. Cam, hey dude, I like that name, Camram Dangaloo. Dagaloo. Cam, we are by the end of the month I should have something cool for you. I use Tastyworks, but I'll put it to you this way. I will not always be using Tastyworks. In fact, I may not be using Tastyworks in the next few weeks. We'll see. We'll see. But as of right now, Tastyworks, Tasty Trade is a good one. But honestly, I'm sure Thinkorswim is great. I can't see a reason why it wouldn't be. I know several of our traders use Robinhood. I'm not endorsing anyone right now. I will be endorsing one later, though, if you catch my drift. So anyway, let me put it this way. There's a really sweet deal coming your way. I'll leave it there. All right. So the golden ticket trading strategy, we need to reduce risk before adding new trades. Now, these are my exit rules, okay? And it's quite extensive, but we're going to go through them. We only have 2 to go through right now, but we do need to get busy. Dave says, I have good luck with Thinkorswim. What's your problem? Maybe you can help. Dave, thank you for jumping in like that. I love how we can make this a community. Way to go, dude. Okay, so the first one that we absolutely need to take off is SO, S-O. And this one here, we put on yesterday. It opened down this morning and then is coming right back up, which is, you know, that happens, whatever. Not a big deal. I'm not worried. That's how trades go. Now, the only thing with SO, S-O, it's up 35 basis points right now, is that it has a heat map stall right here. Yesterday was G11, today is G11. And because of that, that is one of my exit rules, an outlier heat map stall. So I'm going to go and I'm going to close. So now I see a lot of chatter going on right now with you guys. You guys are awesome for helping Cam with that. So I'm not going to follow along while I do this, but just continue on in the background. You guys are so cool for doing that for him. All right, so we're going to go to SO. We're going to close SO. Currently in the SO 87.5 calls. By the way, I noticed on the Discord, I guess I mistyped it this morning. I was looking at my positions and I'm like, 650, that doesn't look right. Over here in the outlier trading room. I had written down it was for 650, but it wasn't. I got in at 610 yesterday. So if I wrote down 650 and you got in at 650, that was not intentional. I actually got in at 610. So my apologies there. Okay, just catching up here. Sweet deals. Yeah, dude. This is going to be a really sweet deal. I'll put it that way. Really, really sweet deal. But I can't announce it until it's in the papers inked. Okay. So we need to close SO 87.5s, close full position. SO November 15th, 87.5s. Now, granted, I'm not doing this out of nowhere, right? I want to stress this, right? This was part of the plan. This was the plan that we had enacted yesterday. This is the plan we're going to enact today and tomorrow going forward, right? It's not a guess, right? It's not going to get the top and it's not going to get the bottom, but it's going to be the best guess that we can, right? It's the best opportunity that we've been able to do. And whenever it hits a heat map stall, that means it's no longer getting greedy, or at least it's stalled out on the greediness factor. Remember, we talked about determines how fearful or greedy people are and gives it a value. Right? If it's not going higher, why do I want to hold that? I want more greedy if I'm going to hold that stock. So I'm going to get out. So November 15th, 87.5. See where I can get out. I'm going to try 630. Let me look at a 5-minute chart. See if it's worth my time to hold that or if I need to go down. I'll go down to 6.25. All right, working that order at 6.25. Not filled yet. We're gonna let that run for a minute. Yeah, I'll let that run at 6 1/4 for a minute. Maybe we'll get filled. Okay, let's go over to VX. Now, this one here is below my half ATR. However, it's coming back strong in the last couple minutes, isn't it? It's got 50 cents to pull. Let's give it a minute. It's over 10, 20, 50. You know what? We're not in that big of a hurry. We got 30 minutes till the market closes. Let's come back to BX, see what happens. I'm going to leave SO on the order at 6 1/4. Still not filled yet at 6 1/4. I think it's got a chance. And BX, it's got to make 60 cents, but on a $160 stock, that's nothing. So we'll see how that goes on the 5-minute chart. Let's move on and we'll come back. So the next step is to run the screener. And on the screener, it's going to be everything that I'm looking for right here. Positive back test, over 1 million shares daily volume, the buy signal, oscillator moving up, all the market caps greater than $20, a heat map nearly wide open, and then the uptrend overlay, which looks like this. All right, that's what it looks like. We got quite a few today. The number that we got today in bullish sectors is 9. So I take those 9 and I drop them into TrendSpider on this list here. Now, I have a quick scanner, quick chart scanner that's going to look at a few things. No order blocks in the way, no earnings in the next 3 days, the 10, 20, 50s and the price of the trend moving in the direction that we want to see, and above the prior day's low. And if we look at that, we got a handful. So we'll go through all of them real quick, and then we'll just focus on the ones that passed. AEM on top of this order block makes Chris very happy. AEM on top of an order block is a beautiful sign to me. That's really cool. How far back is that order block? That order block was created near the all-time high in 2020. So it's had overhead resistance for the last 4 years that it is about to close on top of, which is really cool. And that's what you want to see. It's got earnings in a couple weeks, but leading into earnings, I love that. Am I filled on SO yet? Nope. So I like AEM where that's going. ED is below the prior day's low, so I won't trade that. HL, that's only $7 stock, so I won't trade that. This one is below the 10 period, so it's not even in the trend that I want to see. IRM looks great. No issues there. OHI also looks all right. Looks good to me. SPG. Inside of an order block, so I would skip that one. VTR. Also, no issues that I can see right there. And well. No. This one actually looks good. So no issues there. So much chat going on. This is awesome. Dave and Cam talking. Tug says he sees the clawback coming up on BX. We'll see. Leo just made it. How you doing? Dave says lots of gold stocks in the last few days. John Lee says I've been experiencing platform issues with TO at Thinkorswim. Interesting. Cam, I've never had any of those issues. Okay. This is great. Awesome. Great job, everybody, for trying to help out. So these are the ones that I'll be looking at. Let me go ahead and cut my list short. So we're keeping AEM, not ED, not HL or IFF. We're looking at IRM, OHI, not SPG, BTR, and well. All right, so these are the only ones that I'll be looking at. Let's go back, see if we're filled. Still not filled on SO. We may need to move on SO. BX. SO's got a really sharp candle right there. Just get filled, 6 1/4. All right, let's go to BX. I doubt BX is going to come back. But I could be wrong. Big volume candle. 10, 20, 50 moving up. It's less than 50 cents now. Okay, I'm going to have to let them run. Going to have to let them work. Let's get busy with our new trades today. So start with the highest back test and work our way down. So the highest back test is IRM with 212% following outlier signals. That is crazy. Let's go to IRM and here. We're just going to make sure the heat map's not already stalled. All right, so IRM, yesterday was G17, today is also G17. So I won't trade IRM. So the heat map is already stalled. Go to the next one. That's WELL, W-E-L-L. Yorn got out. Yorn, where'd you get? Oh, I got out too. I got filled on SO at 6 1/4. That was worth waiting. Let me reply. Out of SO. Today is the 22nd. Closed SO. 87.5 calls. For 6.25 was my fill price, which tell you what my return was on that. 6 1/4. 2% return on capital. Not much. Tiny win. 2.27%. Portfolio impact 51 basis points. Heat map stall. Cool. All right. Moving on. We'll come back to BX again. Still has a chance. We were at WELL. Looking at its heat map. Yesterday G18. Today G19. So that's good. Let's go to WELL's option chain. All right. Very cool. Dave and everybody else helping out with Cam. All right, jumping in here. WELL. Okay, well, I generally look at the 80 delta. We're 84 to 73. So this one has, the 73 has 300 open interest. I'm liking this one so far. Let's talk about what I want to see. Tiny gains are better than losses. I agree. Start at 21 days to expiration, 250 plus open interest, less than 50-cent bid-ask spread, 20% or less extrinsic, generally 80 delta. So here, we're looking at the 125s. They have 300 open interest. Extrinsic is $1.75 on 750. That's going to be fine. Oh, hang on. 175 or 750 is 23%. I can live with that. 300 open interest. This is 30 cents wide. I like it. I'm going to go for WELL. So be sure you get your position sizing. That was something we talked about right at the top of the show. I have a position sizing spreadsheet for you. If you go into the Discord and go over to the VIP Investors Toolkit, scroll up a smidge to OVTLYR Power Scanner, it's going to bring you to this file here. And then you just type in the name of the stock. And it's going to take into account what you've put in here, right? You need to put this in correctly, and it'll give you a position size. Okay. So I'll do the same on the other screen and put in my trade in WELL. So we're looking at the WELL. November 15th, 125s. The WELL, November 15th, 125s. And 740 is mid price right now. Not gonna get filled. Let me bump that up to 750. Filled at 750. Not the best fill, but I'll take it. WELL, November 15th, 125s. I was filled at 750. Maybe you can do better than me. And I'll drop that in the Discord. Today is the 22nd, trade number 1. November, WELL. 125 calls for 750. And Well is currently trading at 130.60. Okay. And we'll fill in our chart in just a minute. Let's go to the next one. The next one is VTR. And let me smash this all the way to the right. So we've got G16 yesterday, G16 today. We're not going to get in VTR. Okay. All right. This is why we have a process. All right. Nothing's sacred. Nothing special. It's all just a process. And then AEM. That was the one that was about to close on top of its order block, right? Yeah, I like that. I like when they close on top of the order blocks. We'll see. Oh, look at that. All the open interest right there. I'm not the only one who likes it. 82 delta puts us between 9 and 920. 108 on the extrinsic value. It's going to be well less than 20%. Tons of open interest. Yeah, this looks great. Let's double check real quick over on BX. See if it's working or not. BX is working. Where are we at? 41 cents to go, 40 cents to go. We'll see. Listen, I absolutely will close this if I need to. So don't get confused like I am going to hold it if it isn't quite there. I will absolutely close it. I have no regrets on that. But let's talk about AEM. November 15th, 80 calls. AEM, get your position size. AEM, 80 calls. And let's see where we can get filled. I'm going to start at 9:10. I'll start at 9:15. If I can get 9:15, I probably will be able to get price improved to 9:10. So I'm going to start at 9:15. All right, I just filled at 9:15. That's fine. AEM, 80. AEM, November 15th, 80 calls at 9:15. That's what I just said. Oh, okay. Lock it down. We're in AEM. Trade number 2. AEM. That was, which strike was that? The 80 calls at 9:15. Don't forget, put your position size in. I do mine on the other screen, but I want you to make sure you do it. That's the important part. No matter what I do, it matters what you do. When trading, AEM's current price is 88.03. And on top of that order block, ooh, that's good. I like that. Where am I trying to go Discord? Our price is 88.03. Okay. Let's go to the next one. And final one will be OHI. Lots of real estate on here today. OHI. So we're looking at OHI. Not a lot of open interest here. In fact, between 80 and 70, I don't have anything there that I want. So that's it for putting on new trades. Now we still need the matter of BX. What I'm saying is BX has a chance. It's got to go from 68.31 to 68.71. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to fill in our charts on the two we just put on, which was AEM and Well. If we're not looking any better on BX, let's go ahead and close it. If we are looking better, we've got about 16 minutes to make the decision. So there's no stress right now. Okay. I don't want you to think there's stress. There's no stress. We're going to keep it or we're going to get out. That's it. It's a binary decision. And we're just waiting to see if it's going to be able to pull that out. So let's go mark up our charts for AEM. Go back to the daily chart. Opening was at 88.03. Half an ATR down. The ATR is 186. 93 cents down. 87.10. And then an ATR above that. $89.89. And then again, $91.75. And then let's double check where we would get out on AEM on the heat map. Over here. Heat map was G13 yesterday. G13. Wait a minute. Did I not check that one? Shit. Sorry. We need to get out of AEM. Maybe we can make a penny on it. How did I not check that one? That's a trading error on my part. I really didn't check that. Guess I didn't. Okay. Fault me for that. But no harm, no foul. Should be able to get a penny out of it at least. It's at 88.03 right now. All right. 920's mid price. We got in at 915. I'm going to set it for 920 to close. And then if I can get filled and take a nickel out of it, that's what I'm going to do. Let me catch up on the chat real quick. Cam and Dave are going back and forth. Thank you for that. Tug saying, I was looking at OHI and it fits criteria if you go to, December. So November doesn't have liquidity, but December does. Oh, you're right. Check that out. Good call on there, Tug. We'll come back to OHI. Let's double check real quick. OHI. I want to do that again. G17, G18. All right, that'll do. How are we doing on AEM? Go back to AEM. My 920 is still not getting filled yet, but I'm gonna just set it there. I'm not gonna stress about it. We're gonna get out of AEM no matter what, right? You take $5 win, $5 loss, whatever, or 5-cent win, 5-cent loss. That's what it is. Let's go back to OHI. December. Very cool on that, Tug. Proud of you for looking at that. OHI. Get your position sizing because OHI is December. And then we look around here. We've got 335 on the 39s, 10 cents wide. That looks great. Cool. Let's go back to BX. BX has legs. It has legs. It has a lot of legs. Look at it coming back right now. BX has legs. What about so? Oh wait, we're out of so. Never mind. Let's get out. Take this off. What was the one that we were looking at? AEM. Trying to catch a nickel off of it. Might need to just take it out. John Louis got out at 9:15. All right, let me put on a 9:15 as well. Okay, I'm also out at 9:15. No harm, no foul. I'm not even going to mark it on my spreadsheet, but I will delete it from here because that is gone. Okay. Again, no harm, no foul. We're out at flat, basically. You might have been able to get a nickel out of it. I don't know. It's up to you. Let's go back to OHI. On the daily. Yeah, OHI looks great. If we go over here, OHI 39s, just do one last check on BX. LBX. I hate to cut it. We got 10 minutes. We got 10 minutes. We can still give it some time. Let's go back to OHI. Let's finish out OHI. OHI, December 20th. Yeah, moving on. It happens. My mistake, Yorn. OHI, December 20th. December 20th. Extrinsic value, 42 cents on 270. 15%. I like it. I like OHI. OHI. Let's go with OHI, December 39s. Now, let's also remember position sizing. Because you can get a whole lot different position sizing doing that. That's why I wanted to mention it. Okay, OHI, December 20th, 39s. OHI, December 20th, 39s. 265 is mid. Let's try 265. Build at 265 as it goes to 262. Okay. So this is going to be actual trade number 2 today. Trade number 2. The December 20th OHI 39s for 265. And OHI is currently at 41.22. Gotta go to the daily chart there. That 5-minute chart didn't look as brilliant. 41.22. Cool. All right, catching up on the chat. It's not working on that. Jorn, just hit the refresh up there, and that may do it. That may be all you need. My ATR is 0.56 on OHI. In fact, let's go do that right now. So my ATR can sometimes be my ATR, but the ATR in here can sometimes be a little different than like your chart's ATR, but it'll be pretty close. So 56 cents. So we go 41.22 plus 56. It's 41.78. Randy says BX is moving again. It is. Let's move it in our direction. 20 cents. Come on. And then again, 42.34. Then a half ATR down. $40.94. There it is. Okay, so we got our plan on OIH, or OHI, I should say. Oh, look at that. We're within a nickel. Look at that. Okay. That's cool. That's what I want to see. I'm glad we let that work for a minute. Let's see if it'll crest 71. You watching with bated breath like I am? No, honestly, that's what I wanted to see. I'm not too stressed about it at this point. It's 3 pennies off. But that's what I wanted to see, right? We've still got everything moving in our direction. The sector is, what sector is black BX in? financials. Now, the financial sector has been on fire. Let's go over that real quick. By the way, we caught the number we needed. So holding BX as it goes even higher. The financial sector is really high right now. It was at 75 something yesterday. Today, 75.97 yesterday. Today, 76.62. So I'm still interested in trading financials until it starts coming down. Okay. If we start seeing that coming down, I'll get out. But as of right now, BX stays on. Mahesh is here. Good to see you. But it's over 75% and strong, Mahesh. So this is how Mahesh and I are a little bit different. When Mahesh sees it at 75%, he sees it as that's too much. I'm not interested. For me, I am interested until it crests. Until it crests. Yes, Yorn, it is closing below yesterday's low, but I'm not profitable on the trade. That's my rule on that. I did amend that a while ago. Close above or below yesterday's low once it's profitable, right? So that should wrap it for today. We just have different styles of trading, Mahesh. We just have different styles of trading. So that's going to wrap it. We took off, so we closed, so we messed around with AEM, got in and out, but really no harm, no foul. Just $5 per contract, I should say, just a nickel, right? We put on well, that's right. And then we just added OHI. So we have 3 on at the moment. So BX, OHI, and well. All right, that's going to wrap it for today. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us and trading with us and helping with the technical glitches over at Thinkorswim. You guys are awesome. Thank you, honestly, so much for being an outlier. We couldn't do this without you. We want to pay you back every single day by helping you save time, make money, start winning with less risk together as a team. Don't forget, you can get Outlier for 45% off right now, which is 90 cents a day by getting the annual plan. Let us know if you need anything in the Discord. The first rule of Outlier, tell everybody about Outlier and you hit the like button. Have a fantastic afternoon. See you right back here tomorrow. We'll talk soon.